Hey, it's Joshua Vergara. What's going on, everybody? And we're here at E3 2017 for VRSource, taking a look at some games using the HTC Vive. Now, in this particular demo, we're taking a look at a multiplayer game that feels more like a complete game put into the VR space, a little bit like Farpoint for the PSVR. This game by Drifter is called GunHeart. Now, GunHeart is about a band of mercenaries that goes onto different planets, drifts around, if you will, and helps to eradicate the infested aliens that are taking over those planets. Now, this particular game was in an alpha stage, so there really isn't a whole lot of information on this, but we wanted to share our experience with you nonetheless. What we are doing with GunHeart, and one of the best parts about it was that we were playing with somebody, one of the developers, that was not even in the room we were in at the moment. So really showcasing what multiplayer VR is all about. Now, you're going to be in a mercenaries area starting off, picking out your loadout and picking two different guns, or rather three different guns. I'll get to that in a second. But one gun for each hand. In my case, it was a assault rifle in one and then a shotgun in the other. But when you put the two Vive controllers together, all of a sudden you have a chain gun of sorts. That way you can mow down a lot of the different aliens if you get overrun. Now, movement in this game is probably one of the less refined parts of the game, because what you do is point at the ground and you use the thumb pad on the Vive controllers in order to teleport to those areas. So you'll be able to teleport quickly to get past certain parts of the terrain very easily, but unfortunately that's really the only way that you can move around. If you're multitasking, trying to kill all of the different aliens, and you need to move to cover or anything like that, then you actually have to teleport to those areas, and it might be a little bit hard to do so all at once. That said, the HTC Vive provides everything that you might need in order to get behind cover. You can get over to a pillar of some sort and be able to lean behind it so that you're not getting killed by the aliens, but they just run right up to you, so there really isn't a whole lot of strategy so far, at least in our demo of this game, to killing all of the different aliens. You just have your guns and you just have to be faster than they are. But one thing we really liked about this game was the multiplayer aspect, like we mentioned already. Not only was I playing with John Velasco, and he was on a different part of the map, and we were supposed to meet somewhere in the middle. Instead, we were on a map with people that were not even in the room with us, and we were able to talk with them the entire time. I was telling my partner in my game that I was glad that he had my back, because at some point I was about to get overrun by some aliens, and he was there to save my butt. Now, like we mentioned before, this is an alpha game, so there's not a whole lot of information regarding this new title by Drifter, but it does feel like it could be a complete game because there is a throughput storyline of sorts, and you're going to different planets based upon your mercenary contracts. So with that, we just wanted to show you this new game by Drifter and just kind of show you what multiplayer VR could be like. Think about Call of Duty, where you're talking to your teammates, and it's the same thing, except you're all wearing headsets and you're literally in a virtual alien-infested world. Keep it tuned to VRSource for even more from E3 2017, and remember to keep it tuned here for all of the great virtual reality, augmented reality, mixed reality news, because we are your source for all kinds of reality.